Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today we are talking about the oldest monument that exists in our very known European capitals. I know that nowadays traveling is more simple and almost everybody have the chance to visit one of these cities, but before you do that, have you ever wondered what can you visit there beside of the most popular attraction that is present everywhere in social media? That's the reason why I want to present you some of the oldest attractions that last during several years and are a must to be seen by all passers. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe my channel and also stay tuned for part 2 of this series, but also for more other interesting videos. Prague. Powder Tower. Dating back to 1475, is one of the oldest Gothic city gates and an entrance to the Old Town. Old Town Hall, from 3064, with its astronomical clock from 1410, are situated in the Old Town Square, founded in the 10th century and function as a marketplace. Charles Bridge. Bohemian King Charles IV started the construction of its famous bridge that crossed the Vltava River in 1357. Visegrad is an old fortress, originally the medieval castle, founded in the second half of the 10th century. Zagreb. St. Mark's Church is unique because of its colorful tiled roof that makes a Zagreb icon. It is dating from the 13th century. Stone Gate or Zagreb Shrine was built in 13th century as one of four main gates leading to the town. Strossmayer Gallery of Old Masters was opened in 1884 and has a collection of fine art from the 15th to the 19th century. Athena, the city of old gods, hosts one of the oldest monuments from human history, Temple of Hephaestus, built in 5th century BC and dedicated to the god of metalworking and fire. Parthenon was built in 447 and 432 BC in homage for goddess Athena and is located on Acropolis Hills. Kerameikos Cemetery, located in downtown, was discovered in 1861 but includes remains from 479 BC. Odeon of Herod Atticus was constructed during Roman period between 160 and 174 CE with a capacity of 5,000 spectators. Moscow, the largest city of Europe. St. Basil's Cathedral, a crazy mixture of bright colors and unique shapes, was built between 1555 and 1561. Red Square, sited in the heart of the city, became a marketplace in 1493 and its name like this after the color of communism. Kremlin is the most famous citadel in Russia and comprises no less than 4 cathedrals and 4 palaces. Ivan the Great's bell tower from Kremlin is the tallest building in Moscow for around 350 years. Warsaw. Palace of Culture and Science was a gift to the Polish made by Stalin, intended to be a building for people. It's the tallest building in Warsaw, showing the difference between the old and the new city. Castle Square and the Royal Castle shows how the city was in 17th century because the World War II entirely destroyed the city. Kiev. St. Sophia's Cathedral is a Byzantine cathedral whose build was started in 1037. Kiev Pechersk Lavra Monastery has a long history which began in the 11th century, being one of the most significant Orthodox monasteries. Mariinsky Palace, located near Parliament Building, is the ceremonial residence of President of Ukraine. It was built in 1744. And now that we are done with the Soviet capitals, let's begin with the Nordic one, and the first is Stockholm. Drottningholm Palace is the private residence for Sweden's royal family and dates from the later part of the 16th century. Stockholm Slot Royal Palace is a huge and imposing building that was constructed between 1697 and 1760, popular for changing of the guard ceremony. Tulagarm Palace served as a summer residence for the Swedish monarchy. It was completed in 1720 and became the property of the state some 50 years later. Copenhagen. The Little Mermaid is a bronze statue depicting a mermaid becoming human. The sculpture is displayed on a rock by the waterside at the Lange Eleni Promenade in Copenhagen, Denmark. Copenhagen City Hall is the headquarters of the municipal council as well as the Lord Mayor of the Copenhagen municipality. The building is situated on City Hall Square in Central City. Christiansborg Palace is located on Slotsholmen in Copenhagen, which has an 800-year-long history as Denmark's center of power. The present palace was completed in 1928, but from this place kings and queens have ruled for centuries. The Round Tower. The 17th century tower is the oldest functioning observatory in Europe and an icon to the Copenhagen cityscape. Helsinki. Helsinki Cathedral. The church is part of Helsinki's Empire-era center and a landmark for those arriving by sea. Earlier called St. Nicholas Church and Great Cathedral, the current main church was completed in 1852. The Senate Square and its surroundings form a unique and cohesive example of neoclassical architecture. The square is dominated by 4 buildings designed by Carl Ludwig Engel. Athenaeum Art Museum, situated in Helsinki and one of 3 museums forming the Finnish National Gallery. It is located in the center of the city, on the south side, close to Helsinki's Central Railway station. It has the biggest collection of classical art in Finland. Uspensky Cathedral, completed in 1868, is the larger Orthodox church in Western Europe. With its golden cupolas and red brick facade, the church is one of the clearest symbols of the Russian impact on Finnish history. Oslo. Akershus Castle. Dating from 1299, this medieval castle and royal residence developed into a fortress in 1592 and was rebuilt into a Renaissance castle in 1648. Cathedral. The parish church from downtown Oslo was first consecrated in 1697 and in 1950 it was restored back to its original Baroque interior. Oslo Cathedral is the main church and is used for weddings and funerals by the Norwegian royal family and the Norwegian government. Oslo City Hall, inaugurated in 1950, is the city's administrative body and the seat of the city council. Luxembourg. Bock Casemate. An expensive complex of subterranean tunnels is all that remain of one of Europe's most formidable medieval fortresses. Once known as the Gibraltar of the North, the mighty fortification of Luxembourg was first built in 963. The Monument of Rembrandts. The Golden Lady on the Constitution Square was set up in 1923 to commemorate the Luxembourgs who perished in the First World War. The memorial represents a gold-plated female figure on a stone obelisk. Grand Ducal Palace is the official residence of the Grand Duke Luxembourg and the place where he performs most of his duties. Notre Dame Cathedral of Luxembourg was built between 1613 and 1621 by the Jesuits to serve as a charge to their college, now the National Library. That's all for this clip. I hope you enjoy it and thanks for watching.